Welcome back, friends. So on today's video, we are going to go over a new tool that I purchased. I purchased an Ego 56 volt power head, and today we're going to go over using the Cultivator. So with this tool, like I said, it's a 56 volt cordless power head here. The attachments for it, you can get a string trimmer, brush cutter, hedge trimmer, a pole saw, an edger, the cultivator, bristle broom, and a rubber broom, a snow shovel. I purchased the string trimmer, the cultivator, the pole saw, and the hedge trimmer. But today we're going to go over using the cultivator. To go over the power head here real quick, like I said, it takes 56 volt batteries. Mine are the 5 amp hour batteries, which manual says you can get an hour worth of work out of them, and it takes a half an hour to recharge them. So let's go over the power head here a little bit. Here is battery, slides in here, clicks into place, has an indicator on the end of how much battery life you have left. Here is the battery release button that you just push it down, battery pops out, slide it out. It has a lock off lever, so you can't accidentally hit the trigger with the battery in it and a head on it. So you got to pull this little lever, or I'm sorry, you have to push this little lever in, and then the trigger goes. It's a variable speed trigger. The less pressure, the slower it goes. The more pressure, the faster it goes. Also has speed mode button here. It has low and high when you have the battery in. All right, we're on 2 lights is high, low, high, low. Then moving on down, has a attachment point here for the shoulder strap that comes with this power head. Has a wing nut here to loosen, and you can do some adjustment with that as needed. It also comes with the quick release handle. So all that is if you have it set for you and somebody else wants to use it and they're shorter, taller, you can flip this lever and then you can adjust it up or down. On the end here is where you attach your attachments. So it has a wing knob here that is loose right now, and then we have the shaft release button here. Okay, so let's go over the cultivator here. So it's 4 blades on it. Its blades are 8-inch blades, or I'm sorry, 8.5-inch blades. The tilling depth is 8.5 inches, and the tilling width is 9.5 inches. And you can also remove the outer blades and just use the inner blades if you're in narrow rows in your garden you want to till. You don't have to use all 4. The only maintenance to this is, or the only maintenance they recommend by the homeowner is after use, cleaning dirt off, whatever, normal cleaning there, but putting some oil on your blades to prevent them from rusting. And they also recommend that if one of your blades gets damaged or worn down, you replace them all at the same time. And to remove blades, if you wanted to just use the narrow tilling in between some narrow rows, there are cotter pins on either end where you just pull the pin out and then they slide off. And then there's another hole in it right there that you can put the cotter pin back in if you're only using those inner blades. And if you were, for some reason, had a bunch of weeds or something caught in there, or your blades were damaged and you're replacing them, you can just pull off that one and then put the new one on, clean it out, whatever you need to do. And there's a flat spot on these, and there's a flat spot on the shaft, so they can only go on one way. try and zoom in on the video here, but I don't know if you can see, but they're marked right and left side. And when you take this out of the box, the only thing you have to do to it is attach this little guard here. And all there is just a hex screw and a nut. You just slide it on there. There's a little metal shaft or flange, I guess, that sticks up there that the bolt goes through to hold it in place. You just tighten it down. And it comes with the Allen wrench to fit that. No mention of any needing to oil or grease anything in here in the manual. And that's pretty much it about the cultivator. Now to attach it, you have an arrow here and this red line. So the power head has to go clear down to that red line. If it's up here, your shaft isn't lined up. And if you're not lined up, all you got to do is just pull the power head off, turn your blades a little bit. It'll rotate that shaft until it seats completely. And the arrow, there's an arrow here, and there's also a little arrow right here. So you just line them up. And we went all the way down, so it's locked in. And then you tighten your wing knob up. And we are ready to go. Put our battery in and we're ready to go. In my area here in Pennsylvania, it's been really hot and dry. And then the other day we got a little bit of rain, so the weeds in the garden have just went crazy. So we're gonna go give this thing a try. I'm gonna change my shoes, get some gloves on. We're gonna head out to the garden. I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, so my weeds are out of control. So what I got here is, you probably can't see them, but I got a couple Brussels sprout plants there that a friend gave me. He had extra, and they were doing great until the rabbits found them. I've got cucumbers along the netting there, which the rabbits have found a couple of those too. I've got some various bell peppers and banana peppers and some hot peppers along there, and another one here. And then along my contraption here are my tomato plants. What I typically do is either before or after, I'll just pull weeds around the plants, and then I'll till everything else. But this time I'm going to till, and then later I can pull out. You guys don't need to see me pulling weeds. And then along here, this gets pretty rocky in here, so I'll get as close as I can tilling. The rest I'll cut with the push mower like I typically do. Let's try this Ego cultivator out. I'd say that does nice work to the weeds here. And that variable speed trigger is nice once you're getting close to the plants. You can really slow down so it doesn't actually accidentally jump up and rip a plant out. Yeah, I think it works pretty good. Put you guys on some time lapse as I do some more of this. We'll see how it does. Like I say, I'll go around and pull these weeds along the plants where I can't. I think that thing did very well. I just leave these in there. They usually dry up, rot away, whatever. All right, let me show you a little closer up here. All right, so, I mean, You could take those weeds out that it pulled out of the ground and ground up, but I just leave them there. Like I say, this edge here, I'll just come through with a push mower, mow that up. That's really rocky in there. It's hard to till. Looks pretty good. Did a good job. Okay guys, so that was the Ego 56 volt power head with the cultivator attachment. You saw how the weeds were growing up. It chewed them right up. Let me know what you think. I think it did very well. What do you guys do? What do you use? Anything I should be doing different here to keep my weeds down? Easier way to get them tilled up, pulled out, whatever you do. I thank you for watching. Would love for you to like the video, leave a comment, and would love for you to subscribe. And I thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.